Hey everyone, this is Edward, and today I will be talking about why I chose Cal Poly Pomona over an Ivy League, UC school, or any other CSU school. So first off, I'd like to go over my statistics in high school. So I got a 1720 in my SAT, so well, I didn't really care. I just passed it how I wanted it. I got a 4.66 GPA. I was valedictorian in my high school. I did 4 years of mock trial. I was president of a math and science club. I did swimming for 2 years and tennis for 2 years. Lastly, I passed 9 AP classes with threes and fours. Um, so let's go right into it. So first off, I calculated the cost of going to Stanford and UC Irvine, which was another school I wanted to go to, and I noticed they would have cost me about 40 or 30 $40,000 a year, and that's including housing, tuition, and all of the required school materials. And since I'm paying for school myself, I know I would feel pain from financial burden eventually. And Cal Poly Pomona at around $18,000 a year with housing and everything, I thought, hey, that's a good deal. Second thing, I'm in a middle class family, and I'm in a situation where my parents were able to buy an investment place. So what I was able to do is I convinced my parents to buy a condo in Pomona in 2011. So that cost them about $11,000 a year. And for me, I was paying for my own college. It's about 7,500 a year in tuition and student loans. Uh, Pretty cool. So when I graduated, I had a $25,000 college loan, but a couple months, it's almost paid off in full now, and the condo has appreciated from 110,000 when we got it to $160,000. So my parents are really, really happy with that investment decision. Another thing, Cal Poly's got to learn by doing philosophy, so everything I do in school is directly related to what people in the industry do. So I've been able to create and manage databases. I've been able to break into servers, solve financial issues, try accounting, all from school. In contrast, I noticed some UC schools are focused on research, which really doesn't interest me. I don't really care about going to write a lot of papers about theory. I care about that really, really technical, this is how you do it type of stuff. Some of my friends, they left a UC school as a computer science major, and they told me they didn't have to write a line of code. Surprising. My situation with AP classes, as I said earlier, I passed a lot of AP classes. Well, it fits right in when I chose Cal Poly Pomona. If you want, you can check my other video on skipping a year in school, but basically, I fit in with the requirements of Cal Poly Pomona. They accepted all the threes and fours and all the classes that I took. I noticed other schools, when I looked at UCs or Stanford, for example, they would only credit me for maybe like two classes. That's a joke, man. And like after you're putting in all this work for AP classes, you should at least get credit for your classes. So CSU schools, Cal Poly, props to you guys. I'm really happy that I was able to put in that hard-earned time back into my education and skip a year. So thanks for that, guys. Another thing I noticed is Cal Poly Pomona graduates in 2011 had starting salaries higher than other colleges, probably because of that learn by doing philosophy, which is really, really cool. Another thing is I did some research on LinkedIn. I searched Cal Poly Pomona, found the graduates, and a lot of them hold positions as like executives of Toyota or partners of big four companies, PricewaterhouseCoopers, KPMG, Ernst& Young, Deloitte, and even some other top tier positions like managers in as little as 10, 15 years. So go figure. USC, UC, Stanford students, they hold high end positions too, but Cal Poly is right on par with them. And one, you don't pay as much to get the same type of education. So that makes me ask, well, what's the point of going to a big school? I found out that people are talking about hard to get classes, and I got around that issue by registering for this thing called 4 year pledge before entering Cal Poly Pomona. They have 2 year and 4 year. In other CSUs, they got the same thing, and in UCs, I think they might have something like that. Well, I finished school in 3 years along with my AP classes, and I was able to graduate with no issues at all. I've had some other friends that didn't do research as much, and they had some problems getting some of the classes. But hey, as long as you do your research, as long as you do what you feel like you're supposed to or actually are supposed to, you'll get out in time. Uh, I realized that it made sense to stand out in a school like Cal Poly Pomona than try extremely hard to compete with many like minded, really, really smart, top notch studious individuals in top tier UC schools in Stanford. For me, when I graduated Cal Poly Pomona, I graduated summa cum laude. I was president of my organization called MISA, Go MISA, and I made sure I was involved in everything, like volunteering at a school event, high school event. Today, a lot of people know my name at Cal Poly Pomona, and I've received multiple job offers, awards, and a lot of amazing contacts. In a different school, I don't know if that would be the case. I'd probably be spending all my time trying to study and compete against all these other smart people to try to stand out. So that's one thing to think about. And to summarize, I feel like it kind of does matter where you graduate. If you go to a school like in the middle of nowhere, it's hard to get the contacts in business that you really need. For me, Cal Poly Pomona was positioned really, really close to LA, so I was able to drive out and meet all the people I needed to get all the job offers and establish my network. So I feel like it does kind of matter a little bit. It doesn't matter to the point that, hey, you need to go to a brand name school to get your name out and be successful. It's more of what you do in college. For me, I'm really, really happy that I saved so much. My parents are happy in their investment. I'm happy in my network, and I'm happy I was able to stand out. So that's pretty much it for me. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. I'm on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/ECHUA5. And other than that, I'm really happy you're able to listen to this video. And if you're looking for a college to go to, hey, I'm glad you watched this video, and I hope I could be insightful for you guys. So from here on out, hope you do well, and good luck in all of your endeavors. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.